Hi everybody, welcome to Fitness TV. My name is Grant Goes and welcome along to a special edition of Fitness TV 2. This is all for you, the professionals in the UAE, this segment here. So what we want to do is simply place your comments down in the comment section below, place your questions in the comment section, because today is all about just getting some questions out there, getting clarity on what we can do as professionals and what we need to be doing to make sure that we're safe, making sure we're following the right protocols that are laid out there by the government as well. So that's coming up very shortly. So get your questions, put them in the comment section down below, share with whoever you need to share with now, make sure that they're online as well so they do not miss out. And that's coming up straight after this. Hi guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, welcome along to this special edition of Fitness TV where we're talking with the Reps UAE and Dubai Sports Council representatives to help us understand what will be the correct protocols for different parts of personal training or group training, group fitness training. So wherever you do apply your trade here within the UAE, remember just put your comments down in the comment section and down below. What we're going to do very shortly is we're going to jump on with Catherine, who's just doing a couple of things at the moment, and also Mr. Ghazi as well from the Dubai Sports Council, and we'll be answering their questions there. So remember, make sure you do place your comments down in the comment section and below. We are tracking that, we are following that, and we do want to make sure that we pass these questions on to there as well. Just checking out who we've got joining us today. Welcome along to everybody. Thank you much for joining us. Just a reminder too that this will be placed and left on the page, so you can go back and review anything that you do need to and do want to review later on as well. We're also going to share it on the Fine for People YouTube channel as well, and also on the Instagram channel as well. So let's go in. Before we get into that, what we do is we're going to one quick short video for those ones that may or may not know about Reps UAE, just give you a little more information and why exactly you should make sure that you are registered with Reps UAE.
I'm a Reps registered exercise professional.
When you're looking at using an exercise professional, the first thing you need to do is consider education.
Courses around the globe range from 1 day through to 3 years.
To protect yourself, make sure you use an exercise professional that meets internationally benchmarked standards.
The first thing you need to ask is your trainer or teacher Reps registered?
All Reps registered professionals have had their skills and competencies assessed against national standards in their country, which in turn is internationally benchmarked.
Reps exercise professionals are bound by a code of ethics that gives you protection when using them.
You'd expect your doctor to be registered, right? Even your plumber. So make sure the person that's dealing with your exercise is as well.
To find the registration body in your country, visit icreps.org and select your country to find registered trainers near you.
Hi guys, welcome back to Fitness TV. My name is Grant Goes, and this is a special edition of Fitness TV where we'll be talking with representatives from Reps UAE and Dubai Sports Council. And if you've just seen the Reps video there, it's fantastic, it's awesome, and make sure you are registered, it's absolute necessity. And we have Catherine Hanson-Farid from Reps joining us now. Let's cross over to her. There she is. Hello Catherine, how are you? Excellent. Ready to go, rock and roll?
Dubai Sports Council.
Excellent. I thought what we could do, while we're waiting for Mr. Ghazi, we could actually just look at a few things about from Reps side of things, just for people that maybe are new to the region and new to Reps UAE before we go into those questions itself. So I thought be easy to start with, is somebody just let people know exactly how Reps is doing some great things and representing the region and what they're doing here within the UAE.
Okay, well, as you know, we're one of like 10 registers around the world. And we come under the ICREPS, as you saw in the video, International Confederation of Registers of Exercise Professionals. And we just make sure that when trainers come to work in the region, that they have qualifications which meet international standards. So one of the things we don't accept is online qualifications. We feel that to be a fitness professional or personal trainer you should have had that face-to-face learning. So we check qualifications, and then also in order to stay on the register, we request that you keep yourselves up to date with ongoing education. So we feel that's also very important. I mean, as far as getting qualification, it's really important to understand that that's just the foundation. And as you go on in your career, of course, you learn with experience, but also you need to keep adding on and, you know, doing further courses to further your knowledge.
Absolutely, 100%. Great, guys, and thank you very much. People are starting putting questions on the comment section. Please keep doing that. We want to make sure your comments are coming in, your questions are coming in, as we're about to be answering those ones as well. You must have made a point there about the online side of things as well. I mean, online is becoming hugely popular as well, with a lot of courses or workshops being offered online. There are some places that you can get reps points, correct?
Yes, that's correct, especially with further education. So it's really important that with your very first qualification, that is done primarily face-to-face. So a lot of the providers now offer what they call a blended learning. So you will do certain aspects online. A lot of training providers are offering like a digital class experience. So things like covering nutrition, anatomy, certain subjects, but of course, you can't learn how to execute a move or how to coach or how to do fitness testing. You can't possibly learn that online. You've got to touch, feel, and you've got to get into the gym, understand all the type of equipment that you can use. And so certain elements have to be done in a gym environment, in a classroom environment.
And there's some pretty exciting news as well, correct? With coming up is the Reps networking event.
Yes, so before the lockdown, we had introduced last year monthly networking events. And generally we brought in a speaker to cover an interesting topic, covered a number of topics, and we invite trainers to come along for free. And if the topic we feel is something that's continuing education, we give free reps CPD points for that. But it's a great way of sort of bringing the industry together, networking, and yeah, just exchanging ideas and finding out what's happening in the region. So like I said, we did introduce that last year on a monthly basis, and we are hoping to introduce that by next month.
As well, Catherine. We're going to help that side as well, and we're going to, because of the COVID restrictions, all the way 2020, what's been held with COVID-19, we're going to look to make sure that you can still be in touch with that and be a part of that digitally online as well. You can watch the live side of things, or you'll be able to watch the replay side of things as well when that happens. So yeah, looking forward to that one, absolutely for sure. I know we talked about it earlier before, some cool names and some great speakers that are going to be coming up and delivering on that day as well.
Yeah.
Sorry,
go
ahead. Sorry.
I think all of us miss that interaction with one another, and we certainly have been involved in events. So we're sort of excited to get that back on track. So as soon as it's safe enough, and we can get a venue where there's enough space to sort of practice obviously social distancing, then we will definitely get back on track with that.
Rock and roll. So guys, look forward to that one coming up very, very shortly. Great, we got some questions coming in. Obviously a lot of things surrounding the one-on-one outdoor, the indoor, the one-on-one training in itself. And you were saying before, Catherine, as well, that the reason we're doing this is because you guys yourself were also inundated with a lot of calls and messages from a lot of people just trying to make sure that they understood the right protocols going through. What were some of the things that were coming up before?
Some of the questions, well, as you can imagine, our phone lines have been going crazy, and of course people want to do the right thing, so they're checking in with us just to get a little bit more clarity. And I think some of the questions, which I understand the concern, is that some trainers' clients do not want to go back to the gym as yet. So some of the trainers are asking, what do they do in that situation? If the government have said that trainers cannot give one-on-one lessons in a person's home, how can the client, exercise and train with their trainer if they are not allowed to and risk getting fined? So hopefully Ghazi will be able to, looking to see if he's coming, will be able to sort of answer that question from a government's perspective.
Absolutely, he will be. And also, too, guys and girls that are watching, ladies and gentlemen that are watching here today, there's questions obviously about PT. I mean, if you guys have any questions about the group side of fitness as well, or the online side of fitness as well, make sure you put those in the comment section down below. This is a really good opportunity to just cover off those questions and to make sure you are doing the right things. Remember, it's not necessarily about avoiding fines. What it's about is creating safety and helping us to really drop down that curve of COVID-19 infections that has picked up lately over those last few weeks. Just a few questions we have got here. We're going to run through a couple at the moment. We got, can we provide one-to-one outdoor training? I'm about to find that one out. Can we provide one-to-one training at all? I'm pretty safe to say that I'm pretty sure we can. Is that correct, Catherine? We can provide it. We're just trying to find out the protocols behind.
Yes, certainly one-to-one in the gyms can go ahead. And I had a meeting with Dubai Sports Council just last week, and I did ask these questions. Asking why, if a trainer can train a client in a gym, why can't they do it in the home? But what I understood was the fact that, gyms are following certain protocols and they're trusting and they're checking on gyms. But our concern was, if a trainer is training a client in their home, are they following the correct protocols and how can that be checked? So that seemed to be what the concern was.
I mean, from my side, what I heard was other things, just like on the lines of it's more trying to understand, if it was doing one-to-one, is boxing allowed? And if you are boxing, do you need to be wearing gloves, wearing masks? It's just a good question I'm going to put out there to people as well that are currently out there doing PTs. If you just let us know what you think or you understand to be the right protocols to go through, if you check those in the comment section, just so we have an understanding about what you're doing at the moment, just so we can again help clarify that as well. A big one was talking about outdoors. Again, we believe outdoors is possible, but we're just not too sure. Is that correct?
Sorry, what was that, Grant? I missed that.
Outdoor training. So outdoor training. Yeah.
Again, I would rather have Ghazi answer that question.
100%.
I don't think so. I don't understand why not, but let's ask.
Let's find out. No worries. One thing we can move into, guys, right now is about the online training, if that is an option that you are looking to take, or a hybrid training in the meantime. I mean, I even had calls over the weekend, just people that were scared, just not sure what to do. So what they did, they held off training outdoors. They did just as an alternative, just for the last couple of days. They did a couple of sessions. They did it via Zoom. And if you are one of those people that are doing some online training, you can definitely, there's other people out there asking for that assistance, and they want to know a bit more about how they are doing their online training, whether it be through Zoom or an application, just through an Excel sheet, Word documents, email, something like that. So if you're doing that, and if you want to share just what you are doing, check that in the comment section down below and just help that bring that together as well. A few more. Again, thank you guys for putting the questions through. It's really great to have you guys joining in, and as we go through these different questions, just a slight delay, unfortunately, at the moment. There's no worries, but we will get these answers for you very, very shortly. In the meantime, what we're going to do is, I want to go back quickly now when we're talking, since we've got you here, Catherine, and with reps, and it's growing, it's developing, not just like locally here, but globally around the world. There's more and more, what do you call them, sections or areas or new spaces, new countries opening up reps within their spaces as well, correct?
Yeah, there are a few countries which have applied to have a register. I think Spain is one, Malta,
totally.
China. So so once you're registered with reps, that also gives you portability. So if you have registration, if you move to that country, you would not have to go through the whole process of submitting your qualifications like you would have done here. You would just show that, just actually provide them with a portability letter from us, and that would enable you to get onto their register. It means that they don't have to do any verification because they understand it's been done here, and that would enable them to work in the country. And here's Ghazi.
Hey, yeah. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam, guys.
Again. Thank you, Sir Ghazi, for joining us today to help people understand what's going on with the fitness industry. It's great to have you on board, be able to do this. If you are ready, we'll jump straight into it because people are starting to ask questions on the comment section. Is that fine?
I know so many people have questions. I'm happy to help and give the answers that may be acceptable by everybody.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Let's just start here. So the first one that kind of keeps popping up is just simply about one-on-one personal training. Is it allowed is the first question.
Okay, let's be honest. As per the protocol, it's been clear that one-to-one in a gym with a facility, with the gym instructor being contracted with the facility itself, it's allowed. It's in the protocol itself, no changes in that. The change was one-on-one in personal home, or personal home as a house itself, because there isn't any monitoring system on them. Anything that we monitored, somebody can take the responsibility is allowed. If nobody's taking responsibility, if the person say, "Oh, I'm a trainer," and the second person say, "No, it's my house. I'm responsible," from getting to your house, the way nobody's taking that responsibility. To make it straightforward, personal trainer, one-on-one, in a facility of sport, recognized and agreed, monitored, and a person or a facility can take the responsibility is allowed. If somebody says, "Oh, I'll take my responsibility, it's me," no, sorry. We are responsible as a community, so we need to behave on that.
So I think that's one of the questions as I was saying that we've had a lot of personal trainers which their clients are not ready to go back to the gym. They don't feel it's safe enough and they want their training to take home. So is that something that the client now cannot?
Question. Who will take the responsibility if something, God forbid, happen?
If
On
they,
the way to the structure to the house.
Okay, how about if they signed like, an agreement, Park you sort of not taking the onus on the trainer, or could they sign agreement between each other?
We're working on an initiative we shared with you, honestly, and all of that will be in October. So there is one initiative we'll be working with you that's even today I got the presentation. I'll share it with you. And hopefully that will come as an initiative to support this part. So guys, I know it's very hard, but at the same time, I need your collaboration to make it a systemized. So it wasn't there before, but now it is. So with help with reps, we have a new initiative. We'll announce it very soon, maybe the end of this week or next week. I'm making it easy, but the thing is, please bear with us these few days because the number increased suddenly and we are forced to reduce it. The only one reducing it is to find the elements which is causing that. It's always come on individual responsibility. The number increased due to weddings, due to gatherings, due to personal trainer, maybe not. For example, a personal trainer, how will I know he didn't visit an infected person or didn't visit an infected group of people before coming to you? I need to secure that. I need to make it in a way that you can know, oh, that trainer only came to me. His time was only booked for me. So making that in a way.
I might have missed this one. We just had a technical issue inside the studio. But from it, that means, how I'm starting to understand it is that outdoor training, one-to-one or group fitness away from a gym or facility is also not allowed. Is that correct?
Yes.
So not even outside, not in a park or?
In a park, the thing is the park will not allow.
The park won't allow.
The park is not allowed. The protocol says, okay, you are training. Okay, when you train one person on one, physically and mentally, the municipality team will never notice that. But when you're training a group, more than 4, which is in the protocol previously, you can go as 4 people training, running together and cycling. That was in the previous protocol, it's still there. But more than that, question mark.
So group training outside is not allowed?
No, there is a limit on it.
A limit of 4?
Of 5.
5, okay. Personal training, if I say, okay, I'm going to take my client to a park and train them outside, keeping my distance, not allowed.
Because he can't control the facility that he's in. He's not providing social distance. He's not. Technically, it's difficult for a person to prove he's fulfilling the COVID-19. If he can prove it, I don't have an objection. The protocols helps him in that. But if he cannot guarantee or assure that protocol being taken, it's difficult for him. That's a fine. So let's be honest. There is a thin line between a fine and a protocol. If you follow the protocol that's required, you don't get the fine. But if you unfulfill the requirement, that's a fine.
Okay, I'm going to give you this scenario.
Okay.
So a trainer is outside in the park, wearing a mask, instructing the client.
Just 2 seconds. Can you just speak towards the camera or the microphone, just so we can hear you a bit better, just on that side? Just Catherine, sorry, yeah.
Trying to create different scenarios that maybe trainers out there have questions. Is that better?
Yes,
so one of the questions I had, okay, so let's put a scenario that the trainer is taking the client to the park. The trainer's wearing the mask the whole time and keeping their distance. So if anybody else, anyone from the government or anybody was looking and watching them, they could see that they're following all the protocols. Would they risk getting a fine if they're proving that they were doing everything correctly, wearing a mask, keeping a distance outside?
If you notice, he just gave the momentum of the training, not till he got there, not from entering the park, what he did, sanitization. He might touch anything in way to the point he trained. So that's why it goes automatically as a fine. Yeah, because let's be honest, when you train on physically, the moment that you are training, you control that. Everybody controls. But from coming out of your car till going to the entrance of the park, till touching every part from there, till you get to the stop, who's responsible for that? Municipality will take sure you'll sanitize everything on the top, but anything in between, we don't know if there is somebody infected is walking in the area and maybe smoking and is technically carrying that in the smoke, or it's humidity that evening, which is nature to the atmosphere here in Dubai in the night, you might carry that, or early morning. There is a lot of doubts. That's why it's not allowed. It's not like because it's assured. If somebody can assure public areas, for example, is controllable and manageable, everybody will say, okay, but it's not. I mean, establishment is the only guarantee. And for example, if one infection comes out, we just close the gym and update everybody was on that period of time. We did close the swimming pool. We did close, yesterday, there was an academy closed, and there was a renting facility also closed. Guys, it's not like, okay, in the moment of the training, it's fine. But we came outside, they weren't masked when they are coming in as a group. There were like families waiting areas and those things. And weekend thing. In the weekend, it shows how families are together. And that's where it comes under the line of fine. Reducing the number is the only way we can make it happen now. People took it lightly. Oh, I'll have my trainer, personal trainer, but it's honestly between you and your trainer. If your trainer say I'm only one person at this time, who is there to prove that? What's the mechanism? That's why we work on an initiative that can help that and clear it. So I'll be sharing here the initiative today, actually, the highlight, and hopefully within a week, 2 weeks, the initiative comes back. And I'll be honest, we are trying our best to make it possible for everybody, and we will make it possible, but in a way that secures the health. I mean, guys, COVID-19 is something nobody had a plan. Nobody had an answer to. I'm going out on the line, and hopefully I'm getting the injection because we are a front line. So even me, I needed to do a test. I'm doing a test every week. I cannot see my personal mom in the weekend if I didn't do a test. I'm not going to see her. This is how it came to the down to the detail of who is a person is meeting before coming to you. This is how it works now. It isn't, oh, I have a person coming to me. No, it's purely what's the day of that trainer. We don't have a control.
So for that, then it looks like the only type of personal training has to be done within 5 minutes per gym.
Or an establishment like there is an establishment of a gym dedicated in a commercial building itself.
Yeah, so commercial buildings are fine.
If there is a dedicated gym inside, and that training is fulfilling the requirements.
Right, so the facilities is following the protocols in that gym building.
Yeah.
The apartment building that has a gym, if the gym is following the COVID protocols, that's fine.
But that goes back to the gym itself, management.
Yeah.
Because nobody will take the responsibility, honestly.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to be closed down and fined. So they are very careful of it. So they don't risk it as long as you're not fulfilling the requirement.
Can I ask a question on that? Is there something that is in a facility, whether it be an apartment gym or a hotel gym or something like that, is there like a sign or a certificate type thing that is showing that they are allowed to, or they have met the protocols? Has there been something issued out?
No, it's actually, let's be honest. You only want a trained coach. Is if the coach is fulfilling all the requirements. If the fitness, let's take down fitness. If he has the ID, the RIPS ID, he has the certificate as a coach or something, which is fulfilled, yeah. That's why we're working on an initiative to support all of that. We do have an initiative, but we are just working on discussing it to the reps. If it works, we'll announce it very soon. Maybe I'll announce it before the end of October or before the end of September. But be assured, there will be an initiative ready out in October. There is one initiative. It will come out. We will make sure that happens. Because the industry needs the return of coaches. But health-wise, it is very on a thick line.
Facebook page itself, so again, it's related to outdoor training. And just to confirm and make sure of that one, training is limited to 5 and less, with social distancing in an outdoor environment. Just is that mean? Just please correct me if I'm wrong.
That's the protocol. We get it updated every 2 weeks. So my advice, always take the updated protocol, which is on the website of the Vice President. Always remember to check the last protocol instead of watching the old protocol. Because in September, there was summer protocol available. Now summer has ended. We are updating next week. So hopefully there will be an update next week. That update will always help. So my advice, always be registered with the Vice Sport Council. You automatically get it. Be with reps, they automatically will give you. When you be a part of this family, you are the first to get the update of the protocol. Because why? You are registered officially with us, which means if we want to give you the heads up, you automatically will get it without you asking. Sir, this is the update. Oh, you read? Wow, it suits me more now. And that will happen.
Absolutely brilliant. Just with that one on that too, there's another question come up about the online side of things. Is there anything required from Dubai Sports Council at the moment about doing online fitness training? Is there any certificates or anything like that required?
That's all. The establishment should register. The establishment should register in the Dubai Sports Council, and that's all, which is 1 working day.
Okay, there you go. Perfect, thank you. And just with group fitness inside a facility as well. I mean, outside, away from the group fitness studio, the same protocols, I'm just assuming here, so I just want confirmation that the same protocols apply outside of the studio as well. Let's say if you're doing training inside another area around the gym, there should be the same protocols as for group fitness as if you were in the studio. Does that make sense?
There is a slight difference. In indoor gym or facility or studio, there is the guideline of the distance between each person. And that is fixed in a studio, which is as per the dimensions in the hall itself. The 2 meter gap between each person. And there are some gyms, I've been shocked, they are spending a little bit money to provide glass separation between the cyclists. When we came, before that, he would put 16. He put the glass, so technically, he provided 2 more seats automatically. So he helped himself by increasing the number with the guideline itself. So when you put a partition, when you isolate a person to another person, this is what the protocol wants. When you don't, it's very difficult for us. And that's why when it comes down to fine, Dubai Sport Council, Economic Department, Dubai Municipality, when they come, there is a different review between each other of us. I mean, I can say it's from the sitting location. They will say, no, it's from the hand 1 meter. That difference cleared by Dubai Sport Council protocol. That's why everybody, when they go back to the protocol, oh, I can make it easier on myself. People thought, no, 2 meters, oh, I'll put 2 meters gaps and everything. Then later on, they came saying, oh, can I have more people or more chairs or more team members? Oh, excuse me, that wasn't the protocol. People took the overall guideline, but they didn't stick to the protocol. If you stick to the protocol, it's a part of overall. You'll find it's much easier. It's easier financially, less cost. Because when you overthink, sometimes you create a lot of things. I know people bought machines just to measure the temperature, which is like a door and a scanner and all that. I appreciate that. But my guideline says 1, 2, 3. If you're fulfilling that and going a step beyond, that's your marketing tool. Oh, my place is much better. It's more advanced in security and safety. I would love to go there. I'll be honest. You sell me the location with a higher level of safety, I will come. Now it's like that. It's not like, oh, we provide discount. No, everybody is conscious. They want their safety first.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So,
excellent. Fantastic.
A number of people, that's a safety issue.
Yeah. We've got a few questions coming too, and with these protocols in place, I mean, some people that join us are from Abu Dhabi, Fujairah, Ras Al Khaimah. For them, are these protocols the same to follow, or is there other protocols that they will need to follow, and where would they need to find these from?
Let's be honest, the protocol in general, it is for the Emirates of Dubai, but the overall protocol, which is the mother of protocols, is the same. There isn't any change. UAE is the same, right? The mass, the distance is the same. Nobody can say, no, oh, Dubai is more, and Abu Dhabi, no, it's the same. Even if you notice in the newspapers and advertising, these were there before. But people are hungry because they announced the fines. But if you notice, the fines didn't get that highlighted unless we reach 1,000. So we hit the 1,000. So yesterday we are 100,000 tests with 800 results. But going back, we had 80,000 and we hit 1,000. So technically the numbers are reducing. The checks are increasing, but the numbers is reducing, which is good now. After the first few fines, if you notice, there was a huge drop in the sickness, but it doesn't make sense actually, because a person gets sick, it's a week, 2 weeks before. So it's like it's hitting, and people are more careful. And in the end, being fit is the only solution a person can protect himself from any sickness.
Exactly. That's why I think everybody wants to keep exercising because they understand the importance of, health and fitness in combating this virus.
Yeah, and be careful. You want the fitness and everything, but always remember myself when I go. Yeah. The group will not help.
Sorry.
Group will not help you, by the way, nowadays to cheer you up. Hugs and those things, keep it down. No handshakes. Okay. I don't remember the first time I handshake a person. I don't remember that.
It's been a while. It's been a time. It's been a while. Just got.
I'm like, what?
There is just a couple other ones. So for the people that are in other Emirates, I mean, like Mr. Ghazi was just saying, the protocol is the same throughout the entire UAE. If you want to find out something more specific for your region, you can do that through your sports councils as well. But I mean, what we're following here with the reps UAE is doing absolutely everything and doing it so well. So those protocols are, in my opinion anyway, the best to follow. So what we have here is just one of the things about a question that says, about boxing specifically, because there's a lot of contact in boxing. Are you allowed to offer boxing inside a facility, inside a gym? And if so, can you clarify the protocol behind that?
There is a protocol for martial arts and physical contact. There is.
Mm-hmm.
Can they do? Because I've seen a lot of personal trainers doing.
Yeah, there is a protocol for it. There is a protocol for it.
Okay, so is it more so just wearing masks from the?
It's the sanitization procedure for the equipment. That's first of all.
Yeah.
That's the responsibility of the gym. It's not the person who's in.
Okay.
And because they will train and those things, and the isolation between each trainer and the set that he uses. I went to a lot of gyms. They still use it, which is very nice. Okay. The gloves and everything, they are sanitized by themselves. They have a system that sanitized equipment has been used. Unsanitized equipment is not used. If you notice, guys, for the last few weeks, you can see red and green card. There are some establishments smart enough, and that's a good idea. They put red on a used equipment, green on unused equipment. So always remember, they always remember the green is to use, the red is not to use. And if they see one without, they don't touch it. If something you have a doubt, don't touch it. Take the green one or ask to be cleaned. That's all, if you want to use that equipment. And that's how it works. It's the protocol says as long as the equipment has been sanitized per person, per use, it's allowed. And guys, the protocol was saying is allowed, and you guys are saying, oh, it's now you see, this is what I'm saying. The protocol did allow you, but nobody looked at to it.
I think because it doesn't state boxing. I don't think I've seen it state.
It says
Just
martial. It says
so one of
martial
the
art.
concerns is the one-to-one boxing. That's probably been the biggest concern I've heard of personally, is that because there's contact between obviously the pads and the gloves, and that there's probably less than a 2 meters distance between client and instructor. Is that one-to-one boxing allowed, or does it have to be on a bag away from the coach themselves?
Minimize the physical contact. Minimize it. Don't make it a lot. There are some trains, push-ups, and those things. Normally, when it comes to one-on-one, it's allowed as long as you fulfill the basics.
Yeah, because Brian, you've got the boxing gloves, you've got the pads. So I think Ghazi clearly explained that if the coach has a mask on, everything has been sanitized, and then between each client, the gloves and the pads, everything that's been used is re-sanitized, then I don't see there being a problem, right?
Yeah. It was there in the protocol, nobody cared.
Yeah.
Now,
you've made it very clear.
Now, this is my issue with everybody. Till today, when you ask how many gyms are in Dubai, nobody has an answer. There are some gyms, there are some spas, there are some studios, there are some guys. Okay, so take it honestly, and say what you are and use it on that base. I know the financial cry, it's like a financial issue now. I know everybody wants to go back, but let's be careful now. If I know my limits, I'll take my responsibility of my limits. I don't overtake responsibility because that's more.
Yep, 100%. If guys and girls at home, the ones that are watching, if there are any questions, all questions from your side, we've still got comments coming through, just different chatter going on the page at the moment. Thank you for sending that through. If you have any more comments, please let us know. Just on that note as well, I know you're going through the new protocols coming up, and you were talking with Reps UAE. Is there a place and space at the moment that we can direct people if they do have further questions?
Just licensing at DubaiSC.ae. If you have any questions, we reply automatically. If you apply, we reply automatically. If you have a question about the protocol, we automatically reply. So we use that account, which was created in COVID-19 period, to relate it to your license. Because I can serve you when you are a licensed person. If you're not licensed, at least get licensed and come with me. It's much easier, guys. Be licensed, be official, everything will come automatically. When you miss one part, or not getting licensed, or not getting certified, or not getting anything, that will delay. I'll be honest, but you'll be served. We'll serve you no matter what. But when you are licensed, you automatically answer. I don't need, oh, let's think what to do with this. But when you're licensed, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, finish. But when you're not licensed, I'm like checking why. What's the requirements? If there is missing something, or there is a part of the story missing, or what's your responsibilities? People will say, oh, I'm an academy. Oh, you're licensed, you're not an academy. Oh, I'm a gym, and you're licensed, you're not a gym. You're just a studio, or you're a spa with the small gym inside. I was like, let's be honest, in Dubai, in the beginning, there wasn't any clear establishment as a gym, as a fitness, actually. The word fitness came later on. There were gyms, there were spas, there was saloon, but later on the fitness came. Then health clubs came. So it is growing, yet people don't understand. Okay, I'm a gym for bodybuilding. Okay, I'm doing fitness and I'm doing classes. Hello, whoa. Just take the extra activity. Be clear about what you are. So we'll be clear on what you're being given.
Absolutely. There doesn't seem to be any more questions on the Facebook, which is no worries about that side of things. Is there anything else that you feel we should be aware of right now, of anything we may have missed during this time here?
Cover, I know we've talked about this a lot, but about the mask wearing, because we do get asked that a lot. The clarity, both from the perspective of the members going to the gym and the trainers working in the gym.
Okay. Let's make it easy. When I walk into the gym, I should wear a mask. That's point one. Yeah. The staff in the reception should wear a mask. The staff, when they're not training, they should wear a mask. The trainer, when he's training heavily or hard, he needs to take the mask down or take it out. It's his right, because you cannot breathe in the mask a lot. It's not healthy. Yeah. We've been over that for a long time. The coach, when he's giving normal instruction for far away, he should wear a mask because he's not giving it up. But when he's doing hard, like carrying with him or physically running on the side, but with the social distance, he can take the mask. Okay, I'm on running. Okay, my coach wants to run with me. Okay, with the gap, and then he's training, he can take a mask. The moment the trainer is exercising, he's allowed to lower the mask. The moment he's just giving notes and everything, hello, even that was there in the protocol. Even the trainer, if he's just doing light, he should wear a mask. When he's doing extreme sport, he doesn't. So that's why in the protocol, it's clear that when you're just doing a heavy exercise, you lower the mask for any person. But if you're not doing high, or you're just simply walking or simply doing things, yeah, wear a mask. It doesn't harm you. Like, see, wear the mask till the stage you believe that may be non-healthy. That's all.
Yeah.
And another thing about the mask, what about group fitness instructors? So they've got 15 people in class, they're quite distance away from the participants, and they are exercising quite heavily. I've been asked this by group fitness instructors.
Okay, it's easy. When I walk in as an instructor, I'm wearing the mask. When I start training, I'll take it out.
Okay.
When I stop training, I'll wear it back in.
Okay.
Because I'm exercising with them.
Yeah.
So if I'm treated in that moment as an exercise the same, I should wear them. I should take it down.
Which I think is fair. But I know people have asked, so just to get that clear.
People are worried because it says the fine on the mask. Hello, calm down. Go back to the law itself. It's not how you present yourself, because when you're training, it's not healthy.
No.
Yeah, we agree to that. But when you're talking or instructing viewpoints, wear it. It doesn't harm you. Take it out when you cannot breathe and when you need to take it out. Not all the time.
Cool. Just a couple of questions here about that email address. Guys, we'll put that email address in the thread down below at the conclusion of the stream broadcast today. But yeah, I think that does seem to cover everything. Anything else, Catherine, from your side?
No, I think that covers most of the questions that I've been asked.
Yep. Cool, excellent. To everyone to join us today, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you very much for your questions. Thank you, Ghazi from Royal Dubai Sports Council. Thank you very much for your time and for answering those questions for everybody in the fitness industry. Absolute pleasure. Catherine, very much thank you as well, Reps UAE, for joining us today. Guys and girls, there is the email there that you can follow up on further questions. Thank you very much again for joining us from the team here at Fine Fit People. And again, remember that Reps UAE will have a networking event coming up. That'll be in person and live streamed. And there will be initiatives, just remind me again, Ghazi, by October, you were saying?
October.
New set protocols?
The protocols.
Not protocols, initiatives.
Initiatives. Hopefully before October, we'll finish that and
We're working together on that.
Excellent.
I might put it up for you guys, but I need to save and make it doable for everyone. Let's be honest. I need to make it happen, but at the same time, I need to secure everything for your safety, because that will be for a long term. One of the initiatives is a long-term initiative, so when it will start there.
Absolutely. Thank you very much again, Shukran. Thank you everybody for joining us. Be active, stay safe. Make sure you do follow protocols. Make sure you do follow the right links. We're going to send them through on the down below, on the comment section down below. And do share these with other people as well to make sure they're following the right protocols as well. Until next time, everyone stay active, stay healthy, and stay safe here in the UAE. Take care.
Thank you.
We've all been there, hours searching the internet, asking friend upon friend, making call after call, trying to find the right fitness professional, health specialist, or sports coach. So much time, energy, and even money spent only to find more problems than solutions. Well, now, with the Find Fit People platform, you can find all the available professionals with the skills you need in an instant. We've removed all the barriers by establishing a community of many different skilled health specialists, sports coaches, and fitness professionals that are alerted immediately once you've posted your request. In under 30 seconds, you can attract multiple professionals with the right skills to help you achieve the result you want. It's simple, fast, and free. Find us online at www.findfitpeople.com or download the Find Fit People app from Apple or Google Play stores so you can find fit people today.